right, I'm very sure that this video is going to piss off the younger generation, especially the ones who believe in work-life balance. For me, work-life balance is total BS, total absolute bullshit. Okay, I don't believe in it, I don't practice it, and I don't want it. Okay, I'm a hardcore workaholic, and I wear this title with a badge of honor, not a badge of shame. So in this video, I'll give you my reasons why, and I invite you to feel free and tell me that I'm wrong, or tell me that no, this is not the way to live. I totally support your point of view, but I'm going to tell you my point of view. Feel free to share yours. Now, number one, um, I can challenge you and tell you this: there is nobody who has achieved greatness in life. By greatness, I'm talking of being the best of the best, or achieved their goals, or achieved, let's say, rags to riches kind of story. I'm not talking of billionaires. I'm talking of even even to have something as simple as $100,000 in the bank from relatively nothing. It's no child's play, and there is nobody who has achieved this without working their ass off. Even if you want to get the highest marks in your class, you want to get the first rank, or you want to get the top, whatever. If you have any worthwhile goal, you want to lose weight, you want to be fit, you want to have six-pack abs, you want to uh, excel in your education, you want the job of your dreams, whatever. All of it takes tremendous amount of hard work, focus, dedication, obsession, planning, execution, and that can never happen if you take it very relaxingly. Because in a day and age of competition, if you work 2 hours, people say, oh, I work smart, they call it. But someone who works harder than you and smarter, don't put words in the mouth and say, oh, he's working hard but not smart. Oh, he's a laborer, he's putting bricks. But if you see this guy who is typing on AI and he has an e-commerce store, he sleeps and money comes in. You're comparing a laborer to a guy who is running an e-commerce store. That's not a correct example. It's like apples to oranges. Compare apples to apples. Like e-commerce store A versus e-commerce store B. Okay. And over there, the only other caveat is one guy doesn't know how to run his store, one guy knows how to run his store, one guy knows how to get the best selling products, one guy doesn't know the best selling products. Okay, let's leave that aside. So, the first things first is why do I wear this badge of honor? Is because I worked my ass off to reach where I am. Uh, and this has not been a casual process. There is nobody, not a single client I have offered my services who has told me that he got this position of maybe director, regional manager. He has achieved success by being relaxed, by taking a casual approach. No, he has worked his ass off to reach where he is. That's number one. Number two is, um, you know, people, I don't know, they tell me this as if it's my fault. They say, Eloy, easy for you to talk. You're working for yourself. Yes, I work for myself. I work for my brand. I love what I do. I'll tell you, my life is a gift. It is the greatest gift. More than money itself, my life is a gift because, like I make this video, I don't consider this work. Where other people are literally struggling, like they get up and they're like, oh, I don't want to go to the office. They need 4, 5 alarm clocks. And when they go to the office, they're like, they don't like their job. They don't like their boss. They don't like their colleagues. I'm very lucky that, I don't have to work with a boss or colleagues, nothing. This is my perfect setup. Maybe it's not yours. But then again, that doesn't mean every single person is like me. Every single person is not a freelancer or YouTuber or offering consulting services online. I'll give you an example. There are, like, in my family, there are my cousins who work in very high positions, very, very high. I'm pretty sure their boss is not perfect. They don't discuss all this with me unless, of course, it is required. I'm sure they don't get along with their colleagues. Okay. But they give their heart and soul to their job. Now, the only caveat here is, let's say my cousin's sister, because she has two daughters. They're not small kids, they are grown up, like college. Plus, she has a business at the side. She's running a business. So she cannot spend more time in the office. So she finishes her work, like if it is 8 hours, she might stay till 9 hours. That's about it. And then she leaves because she knows work will never end. But then after she finishes that, she goes home and once again she's working. She is sorting out the house. Yes, there is a maid, but she has to spend time with the kids. She has to spend time with her children, not kids. She has to spend time with her husband. It's not romantic kissy or, oh, tell me, how was your day? No, there is work. Okay. And after that, she goes into a business where she has employees. So you see, even she is working pretty hard. Unless, of course, you are in a place like Denmark where after you work, mandatory you have to take off and the government pays you. But then again, remember, places where they offer you benefits like this, the taxation is literally 50 to 55%. And I know this because there's a guy from Denmark here. He stays here in Thailand. He runs a remote agency where he serves his employer back in Denmark. He works, takes his laptop, sits on the beach or sits in a restaurant or sits outside. He likes the sun, the climate, but he has to produce results. He is not living, carefree, and he also is aware that he has to pay taxes. All right, so there's a yin and yang. There's no free lunch. And let's see. Next one is understand where I'm coming from. Okay, I'm telling you me. I don't know about you. My video, to 2011 Loy Machedo suicide. I have seen the days where there was no food. There was no money for food. There was no money to sleep. There was no place to sleep. There was no money for even to make a phone call. I've seen those days where I had to request and ask people to give me a bowl of rice, to give me some curry, to give me some little bit of chicken or fish. I've seen those days. And I'm very scared of those days. And I don't want to go back to those days. That is why today I'm able to provide the best life, food, lifestyle, education, whatever. I'm able to give my wife and my kid the best of what is as per their level and expectations. And I'm able to save money for their future. If in case I die, I don't want them to go begging with other people. They have enough money where they are secure. This takes hard work. This is not, people think, oh, he's a YouTuber. He just made a video, sitting, relax. Money came in from YouTube. Oh, money came in from customers. No, it is a lot of work. In fact, if you run, only a person who runs his own business or his own brand would know that work is 24/7. But like I told you, I don't consider this work. I consider it fun. I love it. If you have seen my videos, you know that I get up at 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and I'm thinking about making a video. I don't have to make a video. I can play my video game. I enjoy making the videos and serving my clients more than the video game. So it is my mindset. And I don't want a holiday. I can, even right now, my wife has told me, go for a holiday, take it easy, relax. I'll be here with the daughter. I said, no, nothing doing. I want to work. I want to make money. I said, and if we go, we'll go together as a family. So that's it. I don't need to go. I've paid for them. I've told you go for a holiday. You enjoy. So that is only because I'm able to generate money. Now, am I saying that having a balanced life is wrong? No, no. If you feel working the number of hours and going home, spending 5 days a week because you're working for somebody else, you don't have interest or passion, and you have a good salary and you can afford to spend time with your family and go outside, by all means, there's nothing wrong in that. My priorities are different. I want to earn the highest amount and save it for my family. That doesn't mean I don't eat or enjoy a movie. That does not mean I don't go to the gym. That does not mean I don't spend a few moments with my wife and kid. And by the way, I'm at home. My wife is here. My kid is here. So I'm with them 24/7. Okay. I've engineered my life to live a life of my dreams. All right. So maybe this is not applicable for someone who is maybe families in Philippines, husband is working in Saudi, wife is working in maybe Dubai, and they never get to see their kids. It's different over there. Next one. Right now I'm 50. I have another maybe few more years. I don't know how the trend will move. I don't know if people will still be interested. You must know that now AI is replacing a lot of jobs, correct? So a lot of people are losing their jobs. And I'll tell you, ask someone who doesn't have a job for months and months, who's unemployed, ask him, would he like to work? They are desperate, they're yearning to work. Ask someone who is in some war-torn country like Syria or Palestine, do you want to work? They would jump at the opportunity to work because they want to earn food. So if you ask somebody who is, for whom working is a gift, they'll consider that a privilege. But if you ask someone who is making easy money or just earning money, who doesn't have any goals, doesn't have any dreams, just want to enjoy, go for a movie, be with his girlfriend and have fun, for them, work is painful. Have you ever thought about it that I was also once 20-year-old, I was also once looking forward for the weekends, for the holidays, to relax, have fun. I was there. But today my priorities are changed. I don't want a holiday. I don't care about a holiday. In fact, if you run a business, when they declare a holiday, you would hate it. You know why? Because your expense meter is running. You have to pay the expense, but no revenue is coming in. So only a business minded person would understand what I'm saying. And here's my simple question to you. What are your goals? What are your dreams? Do you have something beyond your comfort zone? See, if you have already made millions, take it easy. You don't have to work a single day. You can, like the guy who owned myspace.com, after he sold MySpace, he is now nowhere on the internet. He has retired in some third world country. He has his boat, he has his house, and he's just enjoying fishing and just relaxing, not working a single day because he has millions. He doesn't have to worry. There are many people who have done this. I know some clients who invested in crypto after they got their millions. They decided they don't want to work for a single day in their life. That is fine. If you have that kind of money, perfectly okay. But if you don't have enough money that can help you survive for 2 years without working, remember, have savings where for 2 years you don't need to work. If you don't have that kind of money, or some people call it FU money, then boss, you better work your ass off because one day you lose this job. One day you'll no longer be relevant. One day you'll not have an opportunity to work, and then you'll beg, you'll plead, you'll cry. And if in case tomorrow you have an accident or you're sick or you're hospitalized or you're in ICU or you get, let's say, a stroke and you can't move one side, you can't work, then you're under the mercy of other people. See, like I said, see, it all comes down to what are your priorities in life? What is it that drives you? What are your goals? Do you want to achieve greatness? Or are you happy with your life? Is your life perfectly the way it is? If you can factor in expenses, if you can factor in inflation, if you can factor in reduction of purchasing power, if you can factor in the fact that maybe tomorrow you'll not have a job, maybe tomorrow you'll not be earning anymore, you would never be happy having a balanced life. You'll consider the ability to earn a gift and you'll take your life so seriously. Work is, like my mentor used to say, work is worship, worship is God. That was his saying. And I consider working, earning money a gift. I'm never going to take it for granted because maybe there'll come a day where, you work and you don't get paid anything and then life is a curse. And the worst curse is living a life where you don't have money to make ends meet. You wouldn't want that. So this is what I have to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like I said, I want to live a good life, provide a good life to my family. Relax, enjoyable life. I want the best things money can buy as per my wants and desires. So for that, you need to work your ass off. So let me know your thoughts because I'm not a big fan of the younger generation balanced life and all that bullshit and, don't want to go to office, don't want to learn anything, just want to sit, work, remote, work from home, relax. No. I work my ass off for the first 20, 30 years of my life. And that's how I learned. You cannot get this experience sitting at home, being in your comfort zone. All right. That's what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, remember, I'm not saying work at the cost of your health, at the cost of your, the people you love. I'm not saying that. Like I told you, I do go to the gym. I do make time for myself. I do, play video games. I do spend time with my wife and kid. I do that. So don't put words in my mouth and just say. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Love to hear what you have to say. Feel free to disagree. I definitely will read your comments. You guys take care. Yeah, bye.